Kamati ya elimu bungeni inafanya kikao na wadau wa elimu kujadili mkataba wa maelewano kwa wafanyakazi wa vyuo vikuu vya umma. Kikao hiki kimewaleta pamoja Waziri wa Elimu Julius Ogamba, Waziri wa Hazina ya Kitaifa John Mbadi na Katibu wa Elimu ya Juu Beatrice Inyangala pamoja na vyama vya wafanyakazi wa vyuo vikuu UASU, KUSU na KUDHEIHA. Mkutano huu unalenga kupata suluhu ya kudumu kuhusu migomo ya mara kwa mara vioni. Tufululize moja kwa moja hadi katika majengo ya bunge kwa mengi zaidi.
First, the question on how would the union trust the government. I want to affirm again that we have demonstrated, based on our agreement last year, that we can be trusted. And I want to commit here that what we have offered, we will respect, however difficult it is. We are operating in a difficult environment, but we will make sure that we try to rearrange the budget and get some money to make
so that we because we are on record, and I want to thank you because you are once a ranking member in this house. If you say 50-50, how much? You pronounce yourself, the figure.
It's the total, the figure is half of 7.76 billion, which is 3.85, I guess, billion. So we had offered to pay 2.16. Now the balance we have already committed that we will add to the 2.16 to make it 50% of the outstanding amount. Yes. This financial year. And again, the next financial year, we will factor in the remaining amount. As to whether it's pending bills, it's well debatable. The pending bills, and you need to know at what point bill becomes a pending bill. If you use accrual accounting or cash basis, if it is cash basis, it falls now. So we start treating it as a bill as at now when we agree. So if you use accrual accounting, then it is when it was incurred. But again, it is all about the ability to pay. I want to be very clear. If we didn't have the fiscal challenges, there was no reason why we would have a dispute on how to pay amount that we have already acknowledged as a government. I think that would be dishonest on the part of the government. The government has now acknowledged that we owe 7.76 billion to our university staff, and that we must pay. We are just pleading with the unions to understand that our fiscal space is limited, and we are facing serious challenges. Yeah, we don't just have time. If I could go into the details, you would see the position. Finally, I think a comment was made about whether we are fairly treating university staff compared to others, whether there is equity, that we have offered about 29% to some category of public servants. I don't think that is accurate. Actually, from the information I have on the agreement with teachers, it was 12% on average for a period of 4 years. So I want to just be clear that we treat all our public servants the same. And we cannot underrate the contribution that higher education or higher learning plays. And Chairman, it may interest you to note that my first employer was actually university. I would today probably be sitting either here representing the university staff or somewhere watching the outcome of these deliberations with bated breath that the government honors and pays in full the amount outstanding, which is 7.76. And therefore, I can note for even a minute. In fact, one of my longest employers was a university, 8 years, only second to the National Assembly. So I respect the university staff and the contribution they're making to our economy, but I want to plead with them And many of them are my friends. In fact, Professor here knows what we went through last year to agree on what to do with the CBA that we agreed on last year. And I think I played a good boy to date. I don't think you have any concern. Mr. Mukwaya here, we have been with him in many places. We have reformed many things with him, and is continuing to reform the country. So I wouldn't really have any issue. I'm just pleading that our fiscal space and the fiscal framework is really, really limited at the moment. Thank you, Chair. And I submit again, 50-50 is agreeable to the National Treasury.
Chair,
order members. I'll want you to interject once and then you leave.
Yeah, start with.
Let's start with him. Yes.
Chairman, I want to find out from the CS National Treasury, if you split that money in terms of that which belongs to pension and that which belongs to salaries and so on, what is the difference? How much is the one going to salaries and what was going to pension? It provides guidance on this.
On the 3.85, that's okay. Yes. We'll allow that interjection before he leaves. Yes.
Chair, I would like to ask the CS. You know, if you promise me a salary increment in a CBA, we know how we all operate. Some go for loans based on that. Chair, this is money already owed. And to be fair, there is no interest charged. We're just asking the CS, you can squeeze somewhere. This is a mess in State Department of Higher Education. You've never had us call you here for basic. Can you just squeeze and give them more? It's a debt. Let it not be 50-50. It's very unfair. It's inhumane. We understand the physical space is constrained.
Chair.
But we need to be considerate that people took loans and people are being auctioned just because of this.
Yes, members, I want you to know, and I think this is out of experience, you don't take a loan out of a CBA. You take a loan on the actuals, what you have gotten. So on this particular case, yes, the case is very important. It is very true. But the issue the CS has put it across to us is subject to our discussion. Maybe now the CS National Treasury and CS Education. What the members are just saying is actually a plea on a higher, you give a higher payment, maybe 60-40 or 80, something like that. That one is something that we are putting to your desk. But what they have done, if they have actually it was three installments. Now they have come to 2. They have made a movement. We'll hear from Wazo and to listen from them if that is satisfactory. They are not even part of their bargain.
Chair.
Do I release the CS because he's being waited?
No, let the union speak.
I want him to respond to it, and then we release him.
No, let the union say something.
Order, members. You are not. It is the chair who is giving direction. CS respond to it, and then we.
Chair, I want to just respond that about 20% of this amount outstanding was pension. As at now, this remaining 7.7 billion, we have about 1.55 billion, which should constitute pension. The rest is salary. And yeah, I think that is the first question that you asked. I want to, my friend Gisario, I just wanted to also mention, remember, and Chair, I know I'm probably.
Na bila shaka mtazamaji, ndio picha za moja kwa moja kutoka majengo ya bunge, taarifa ambayo tunazidi kufuatilia kwa kina zaidi. Tukiachana na hayo, kwingineko ni kwamba huku mgomo wa wahadhiri ukiendelea